All of you, good morning. Welcome to botany class. In previous class, we have discussed anatomy of dicotyledonous root, internal structure of dicot root, transfer section of dicot root. With neat label diagram, we have discussed. The next topic, anatomy of monocotyledonous root, transfer section of monocot root. Monocots, some examples: paddy, jowar, bajra, maize, etc. Select any monocot plant, uproot plant, remove soil particles, wash thoroughly, and select any one of the monocot root. Then take one sharp blade. With the blade, make a number of transfer sections. Then select one of the thin slice, put on glass slide. Then add 1 or 2 drops of water for wetness. After that, add 1 or 2 drops of saffron reagent. When we add saffron reagent, we can easily identify different types of tissues, their arrangement, their structure, shape and all. So for that purpose, we can add 1 or 2 drops of saffron reagent. Then cover it with a cover slip for safety purpose. Later, slide focus under microscope. View under simple or compound microscope. After that, you can identify various types of tissues, their arrangement, their shape, size, structure and all. Once you go through diagrammatic representation. See, it is epidermis. Outermost layer is known as epidermis. It is cortex. Epidermis, root hair, cortex, below cortex, next immediate layer is known as endodermis. It is endodermis. Rest of the area covered with the cortex. endodermis. Below endodermis, the next immediate layer is pericycle. Pericycle. Below pericycle, next layer is vascular bundles. That means xylem tissue and phloem tissue. Xylem tissue. Metaxylem. Metaxylem and protoxylem. Because xylem are of two kinds, protoxylem and metaxylem. First formed xylem is called protoxylem and later formed xylem is known as metaxylem. Xylem alternates phloem. Phloem. Xylem patch, phloem patch. Xylem patch, phloem patch. Center core of the root is filled with pith or medulla. Pith or medulla. Once have a glance, what are the parts in diagram? Outermost layer, epidermis, it is root hair, cortex, below cortex, endodermis, below endodermis, pericycle, and below pericycle, xylem patch, phloem patch. Xylem patch, phloem patch. The number of xylem and phloem patches are more than 6. More than 6. More than 6. That is called polyarch. Okay. Next, center core of the root is filled with pith. Pith, otherwise called medulla. Medulla, it is technical term. Now discuss step by step all parts. Outermost layer is called epidermis. In epidermis, all cells are closely packed without intercellular space. The shape of the cell is barrel shape or spherical shape. Mostly barrel shape or rectangular shape. Some epidermal cells protrude to give rise root hairs. It is root hair. Root hair is unicellular structure. that make direct contact with the soil particle, and root hair absorb bulk amount of water, minerals and nutrients. Right? Next, below epidermis, the next layer is known as cortex. Cortex is made up of several layers. All cortical cells are made up of parenchyma tissue, living tissue. Cortical tissues store food material. So cortex is bigger, wider and conspicuous. Conspicuous in the sense visible clearly. In cortical cells, the shape of the cell is oval shape or spherical shape or hexagonal shape, polygonal shape, etc. We can observe conspicuous intercellular space between cortical tissues. Below cortex, next layer is called endodermis. Endodermis. Endodermis also known as innermost layer of the cortex. Innermost layer of the cortex. Because it is a part of cortex. In cortex, all cells are closely packed without intercellular space. The shape of the cell is barrel shape or rectangular shape. Unlike dicot root, in monocot root, Caspary strips are absent. Caspary strips are absent. Below endodermis, the next immediate layer is known as pericycle. In monocot root, pericycle is made up of parenchyma tissue. It is made up of one cell thick, only one cell thick. In pericycle, all cells are closely packed without intercellular space. Below pericycle, we can observe large number of xylem patches and phloem patches. Once observe carefully, xylem patch, number of xylem patches more than 6. Hence that is called polyarch. Polyarch. Poly means many, arch means patches. Because we can observe more than 6 xylem patches and phloem patches in monocot root. Next, xylem broadly are of two kinds, metaxylem and protoxylem. First formed xylem is called protoxylem and later formed xylem is called metaxylem. Based on the position of protoxylem, xylem are of two kinds, as I told yesterday also, previous class. Exarch xylem, endarch xylem. In roots we can observe exarch xylem because protoxylem located towards peripheral means outer side, whereas metaxylem located towards center around pith or medulla. This type of arrangement of xylem is known as exarch xylem. Hence, exarch xylem is quite common in all roots, dicot root as well as monocot root. Remember, it's the point for NEET object exam. Next, phloem. It is phloem. Phloem are of two kinds, protophlloem, metaphlloem. First formed phloem is called protophlloem and the later formed phloem is known as metaphlloem. Protophlloem having narrow sieve tubes, whereas metaphlloem contain wider and conspicuous sieve tubes. That is the difference between protophlloem and metaphlloem. Next, center core of the root is filled with pith or medulla. Pith, it is made up of parenchyma tissue. Pith store food material. Pith gives rise medullary rays, but medullary rays are absent in monocot root. These are the main points to be covered from transfer section of monocot root. Transfer section of monocot root. You also practice once NEET label diagram followed by read NCERT lines, line to line, word to word and letter to letter. Now we will discuss differences between dicot root and monocot root. TS of dicot root and TS of monocot root. The first difference, cortex. In monocot root, cortex is wider, whereas in dicot root, cortex is narrower. First difference. Second difference, endodermis. In monocot root, endodermis do not have Casparian strips, whereas in dicot root, endodermis contain Casparian strips. Casparian is a type of suberin. It is made up of suberin, a waxy material. It is impervious to water. Okay, second difference. And the third difference, number of xylem and phloem patches. Number of xylem patches are 2 to 4 in dicot root, whereas in monocot root more than 6. 2 to 4. 4 patches means tetrarch. Tetra means 4 patches. More than 6 means polyarch. Hence I wrote here clearly polyarch. More than 6. That means what? Number of xylem and phloem patches are 2 to 4 in dicot root, whereas more than 6 in monocot root. More than 6 is called polyarch. Next, pith. Pith or medulla, it is wider in monocot root, whereas narrower in dicot root. These are some differences between dicot root and monocot root. You should remember one point. Definitely question paper setter focus on differences between dicot root and monocot root. Definitely they prepare questions from differences particularly. Inculcate this point, don't forget. It is about transfer section of monocot root. Next topic, anatomy of stem. Now we will discuss anatomy of transfer section of dicotyledonous stem. Root topic over. Very simple concept. Select one soft stemmed dicot stem like groundnut, red gram, green gram, black gram. Select any dicot stem. Then take one sharp blade. With the help of blade, make number of transverse sections. Select one thin slice. Put on clean and empty glass slide. Then add 1 or 2 drops of water. Later add 1 or 2 drops of safranin reagent for our clear observation. Okay, got my point? Then cover it with a cover slip for safety purpose. And finally, slide weave under simple or compound microscope. Then obviously we will observe various types of tissues, their arrangement, their structure, size, shape, everything. Once you go through diagrammatic representation, first ground plan. Epidermis, below epidermis hypodermis, below hypodermis parenchyma, and below parenchyma endodermis, Below endodermis, pericycle. Below pericycle, we can observe large number of vascular bundles. Radially arranged vascular bundles found in transverse section of dicot stem. And center pith. Stem hair. Stem hair also called trichomes. Trichomes. Epidermis. Hypodermis. Below hypodermis, next layer, parenchyma. Parenchyma. Below parenchyma, endodermis. Below endodermis, pericycle. Below pericycle, vascular bundles. Basically, vascular bundles are made up of xylem and phloem. It is cambium. It is called ground plan. Ground plan equals to one thin slice. When you put slice under microscope, simple or compound microscope, you can observe clear structure, tissues, their arrangement and all. Once you go through diagrammatic representation, outermost layer is called epidermis, and epidermis gives rise hair, thin fun hair, that is called trichomes. Trichomes also called stem hair. Below epidermis, next layer, below epidermis, the next layer is hypodermis. Hypodermis is made up of collenchyma. One important neat objective question. Okay, collenchyma, a type of living mechanical tissue that provide physical support for soft stems and leaf petioles. Below hypodermis, next layer is parenchyma. The combination of hypodermis, parenchyma and endodermis together called cortex. The combination of hypodermis, parenchyma and endodermis together called cortex. It is special characteristic feature found in transfer section of dicot stems. And below endodermis, next layer is pericycle. Pericycle. Below pericycle, vascular bundles. The number of vascular bundles 15 to 20, minimum 15 and maximum 20. All vascular bundles radially arranged like ring. That is called ring-like arrangement of vascular bundles. Ring-like arrangement of vascular bundle is quite common in all dicot stems. It is one of the specific characteristic feature of dicot stems, important for NEET objective exam. Next, below vascular bundle is made up of phloem and xylem. Phloem located towards outer side, means towards peripheral, xylem towards inner. Between phloem and xylem there is one cross line, that is called cambium. Cambium, a type of meristematic tissue. Right? And the center core of the stem is filled with pith. Pith is made up of parenchyma tissue. Pith store food material, and pith gives rise medullary rays. Medullary rays. These are medullary rays. Medullary rays play a crucial role in radial conduction of water. It is ground plan. Now we will discuss a section enlargement. The section enlargement. Cut small piece of ground plan, then view under microscope. Obviously, you will observe the in detail structure of epidermis, hypodermis, parenchyma, collenchyma, endodermis, pericycle, vascular bundles, their arrangement, everything. So better go through once section enlargement. Trichome, epidermis, trichome is equals to stem hair. Root hair, like that stem hair. Stem hair more technically called trichomes. I told previously trichomes prevent water loss by transpiration. Below epidermis, next layer, hypodermis. In dicot stem, hypodermis is made up of collenchyma. It is 2 to many layers of hypodermis. Below hypodermis, next layer is known as parenchyma. It is called parenchyma. And below parenchyma, next immediate layer is known as endodermis. Endodermis. Below endodermis, next layer pericycle. It is pericycle. Pericycle arranged in semilunar patches. Semilunar patches. Below pericycle, next layer is phloem. Below phloem, the next immediate layer is cambium. It is cambium. Below cambium, next layer xylem. As I told previously, xylem are of two kinds, metaxylem and protoxylem. Metaxylem, it is big in size, protoxylem small in size. Between xylem patches, there is a phloem patch. phloem patch, and the center core of the stem is filled with pith or medulla. It is section enlargement, very important, listen carefully. Transverse section of dicotyledonous stem. The first outermost layer is called epidermis. In epidermis, all cells are closely packed without intercellular space. The shape of the cell is barrel shape or rectangular shape. Each and every cell has definite nucleus and dense cytoplasm. Some epidermal cells protrude to form stem hairs. Stem hair also called trichome. If you observe, take an example, tomato plant or brinjal plant stem, you can observe thin fine hair, thin whitish fine hair, that is called trichome. Trichomes either unicellular or multicellular. Its function, it prevent water loss by transpiration. That is the importance of trichomes. Below epidermis, the next layer is called hypodermis. In dicot stem, hypodermis is made up of collenchyma. Collenchyma. It is a type of living mechanical tissue which provide physical support for soft stems and leaf petiole. Due to heavy wind, leaf flutter in all directions. How it is possible? Due to presence of collenchyma tissue. Hope you understood. Hypodermis, it is made up of 2 to many layers. Below hypodermis, next layer is called parenchyma. It is soft tissue, living tissue which store food material. In parenchyma, all cells are closely packed with a conspicuous intercellular space. The shape of the cell is barrel shape, rectangular shape, oval shape, polygonal shape, etc. Below parenchyma, the next layer is endodermis. As I told previously, endodermis also called innermost layer of the cortex because it is a part of cortex. In endodermis, all cells are closely arranged. All cells are closely arranged without intercellular space. The shape of the cell is barrel shape or rectangular shape. Like epidermal cells, endodermis cell also having definite nucleus, dense cytoplasm and prominent nucleus. Below endodermis, the next layer is known as pericycle. We can observe big size semilunar patches below epidermis, below endodermis, that is known as pericycle. Pericycle function. Pericycle play a crucial role in initiation of vascular cambium. Important. Below pericycle, next layer is phloem. Phloem is made up of 2 to many layers. Below phloem, next layer cambium. Cambium, it is a type of meristematic tissue. In cambium, cells divide mitotically and generate new cells. New phloem cells towards outer side and new xylem cells toward inner side. Means secondary phloem towards outer side and secondary xylem towards center. Towards center means inner side. That is called cambium. Next, below cambium, xylem will be present. Xylem are of 2 kinds. Protoxylem, metaxylem. First formed xylem is called protoxylem and later formed xylem is called metaxylem. Protoxylem small in size, metaxylem somewhat wider, big in size. Both protoxylem and metaxylem play a crucial role in conduction of water, translocation of water over several meters of height. As I told previously, phloem contain 4 elements, 4 components, namely phloem fibers, also called bast fibers, sieve tubes, companion cells, and phloem parenchyma. Similarly, xylem also consists of 4 components, namely xylem fibers, xylem tracheids, xylem vessels, and xylem parenchyma. Therefore, both the phloem and xylem are more complex in nature. They perform complex functions. Hence, xylem and phloem together are called complex tissues. Important. And it is phloem patch. Phloem patch. Phloem patch alternates xylem patch. See, look here. Phloem patch, xylem patch. Phloem patch, xylem patch. Number of vascular bundles 15 to 20. Minimum 15, maximum 20. (15 to 20) vascular bundles. All vascular bundles radially arranged. The type of arrangement is known as ring-like arrangement of vascular bundles. So it is one of the important characteristic feature of dicot stem. Below, between phloem and xylem, there is a connective tissue that is called conjunctive tissue. That is called conjunctive tissue. Conjunctive tissue make direct connection between phloem patch and xylem patch. Phloem patch and xylem patch. Steel. What is steel? The combination of pericycle, phloem and xylem plus pith is known as steel. The combination of pericycle, phloem, xylem and pith is known as steel. Important for NEET objective exam. And the center core of the stem is filled with conspicuous pith. Pith is wider, bigger in size and conspicuous. It is visible clearly. Pith also called medulla. These are the various types of tissues, their arrangement, structure and location. Definitely question paper setter focus on internal structure of dicot stem. You yourself once or twice practice NCERT book diagram and label all parts, then read paragraph lines, NCERT lines. That is most important. Next we discuss transfer section of monocot stem. Monocot stem. Transfer section of monocotyledonous stem. Monocots, some examples: maize, jowar, bajra, paddy. Take any grass plant. Better select soft stemmed grass plant, easy for section cutting. Then take one sharp new blade, make a number of transfer sections. The same concept as I told previously. Select one thin slice, put on a clean and empty glass slide, then add 1 or 2 drops of water, and a saffron reagent 1 or 2 drops, and finally cover it with a cover slip for safety purpose. Later view under simple or compound microscope. Then we can observe internal arrangement of tissues, their structure, location and all. Once go through ground plan. Epidermis, hypodermis, hypodermis is made up of sclerenchyma, below hypodermis. Next, vascular bundles, vascular bundles are of two kinds: peripheral vascular bundles and central vascular bundles. Peripheral vascular bundles are small in size. Central vascular bundles, which are big in size. Peripheral vascular bundles small in size and central vascular bundles are big in size. So two different types of vascular bundles found in monocot stems. It is one of the special characteristic feature of monocot stems. Rest of the empty space is filled with ground tissue. Once have a glance what are the parts in diagram. Outermost layer is called epidermis. Trichomes or stem hairs are absent in monocot stems. Below epidermis, next layer is hypodermis. Hypodermis, it is made up of sclerenchyma, important for NEET object exam. And below hypodermis, rest of the empty space is filled with ground tissue. Cortex absent, endodermis absent, pericycle absent, pith also absent. Instead that ground tissue only present. Only ground tissue is present. It is a special characteristic feature of monocot stem. And vascular bundles are irregularly scattered in ground tissue. So peripheral vascular bundles, central vascular bundles. Every vascular bundle is made up of xylem tissues and phloem tissues. Xylem tissues play a crucial role in translocation of water, whereas phloem tissues play a crucial role of food conduction from source to sink. It is ground plan. Now we will discuss a section enlargement. Select a small piece and observe under microscope. section enlargement, right? All of you practice once the diagrammatic representation from NCERT text. Epidermis, below epidermis the next immediate layer is hypodermis, hypodermis is made up of sclerenchyma. It is 2 to many layers of hypodermis. Below hypodermis, vascular bundles. Vascular bundle, bundle sheath, bundle sheath, xylem, phloem. It is phloem. The central vascular bundles which are big in size. If you observe carefully, the arrangement of xylem cells are letter V shaped or capital Y shaped. Capital Y shaped. Xylem tissues. If you observe carefully, capital Y shaped arrangement of xylem tissues we can observe in vascular bundle. Y shaped arrangement of xylem tissues. It is one of the special characteristic feature of monocot stems. Rest of the empty space is filled with phloem tissue. phloem. Rest of the empty space is filled with ground tissue. Ground tissue. Rest of the empty space is filled with ground tissue. Right. Once have a glance what are the parts in diagram. You also practice once or twice diagrammatic representation from NCERT book. Outermost layer is epidermis, below epidermis hypodermis, below hypodermis vascular bundles, peripheral vascular bundles and central vascular bundles. Peripheral vascular bundles are small in size, whereas central vascular bundles are big in size. Rest of the empty space is filled with the ground tissue. Each and every vascular bundle on the outer side covered with bundle sheath. Even bundle sheath also made up of sclerenchyma tissue, very important. Like hypodermis, bundle sheath also made up of sclerenchyma tissue. Every vascular bundle filled with xylem tissue and phloem tissues. Little Y-shaped arrangement of xylem is found in all monocot stems. It is one of the important characteristic feature. Ground tissue, it is made up of parenchyma tissue, fundamental tissue. Therefore, ground tissue also called fundamental tissue. In monocot stems, cortex absent, endodermis absent, pericycle absent and pith also absent. Instead of these 4 layers, ground tissue only present. That is one of the important characteristic feature of monocot stems. Right? First, epidermis. In epidermis, all cells are closely packed without intercellular space. The shape of the cell is barrel shape or rectangular shape. Each cell has definite nucleus, prominent nucleus, dense cytoplasm and a large central vacuole. Below epidermis, the next immediate layer is known as hypodermis, which is made up of sclerenchyma. It is 2 to many layers. It's made up of 2 to many layers. Below hypodermis, next vascular bundles, bundle sheath, ground tissue system, etc. Now, the main concept is difference between transverse section of dicot stem and transverse section of monocot stem. First point, in monocot stem, cortex absent, cortex, endodermis, pericycle and pith are absent. Instead that ground tissue only present. But in dicot stems, cortex, endodermis, pericycle and pith all are present and they perform their respective functions. Second difference, in monocot stem, vascular bundles are irregularly scattered. Large number of vascular bundles are irregularly scattered in ground tissue. But in case of dicot stem, 15 to 20 vascular bundles radially arranged in a particular pattern. Radially arranged. That type of arrangement of vascular bundle is known as ring-like arrangement of vascular bundles. Second difference. And third difference, in monocot stems, cambium absent. So due to lack of cambium, secondary growth also absent in monocot stems. Hence, monocot stems are weak stemmed plants. Next, whereas in dicot stem, there is a cambium between phloem and xylem. So due to presence of cambium, cambium gives rise new phloem cells towards outer and new xylem cells towards inner. Due to addition of new phloem cells and new xylem cells, the size of the stem increase in girth-wise. That is called secondary growth. Hence, secondary growth is quite common in all dicot stems and dicot roots. But in dicot leaf, secondary growth is absent. Whereas in monocots, completely absent. Secondary growth is completely absent due to lack of cambium. Inculcate this point, important for objective exam, don't forget. These are some difference between dicot stems and monocot stems. Hope you understood. Revise today concepts, today ones. Nobody deviate your time. It is valuable time. Prepare well. And everybody take safety precautions against COVID-19. Stay safe, stay alive. Thank you.